by definition, butterfly guards, you assume sort of like a butterfly position, and you use your feet between your opponent's legs, right? And you lift your opponent with them. That's why we call them hooks, right? But, like, I mean, touching on the misconceptions that people have about butterfly guards, right? First one, you don't want both feet to lift your opponent, right? You're not gonna make it easier to lift your opponent by using 2 feet instead of 1, right? Because, like, I mean, you're gonna use more your body than the hook itself, right? And if you put both feet between your opponent's legs, your hip is stuck, so you can't move that well anymore. So your knees target from being smashed or if you guys step around you, right? So have one hook in and have your other foot super close to your groin, right? Another tip, like, I mean, don't roll your hip back, right? I mean, sit on your C-bones, project yourself forward. Because what the guy who tried to do here is push me on my back. So if you let your hip roll back, it's a bit easier for you to be pushed all the way, right? So roll your hip forward and project your entire body forward as well. If you imagine a plane, you want your head in front of your hip and not past that, right? Another way of offering resistance to that, it's like having that underhook and my shoulder right on his chest, right? Instead of like when you're facing square at him, so you're always sideways. So you have the shin bone, the knee, the shoulder, everything, like, I mean, resisting his attempt to push you on your back. Because if for butterfly sweeps, it works better if you're seated, right? Then that underhook, it's way better than an overhook, gives me a much better control of his upper body and prevents him from putting me on my back again, right? If he pummels that arm in, I won't have such a good time resisting his attempts to put me on my back anymore, right? Grabbing the belt or not is optional, right? Like, I mean, as long as you can keep the underhook, you're good. Then comes the last thing, right? Trapping that arm, neutralizing his defense, which comes in 2 steps here. He can either post his hand on the ground or he can post his leg on the ground, right? I have no way of blocking his attempt to post his leg, so I'll deal with that a bit differently. But the arm, yeah, I can trap. So swim your arm over his and bring it under your arm, right? And lean over that arm as well to make it hard for him to pull it out, right? Now comes the takedown, right? If I sweep him sideways, he's gonna post that leg. So how I'm gonna deal with that, I'm gonna take him down on an angle, right? Over my shoulder. And in order to do that, I'm gonna do one last super important thing, which is when I go on my back, I don't actually drop my back on the ground, I drop on my shoulder. Right now, all I'm gonna do is to kick him and take him to the ground, right? If you do all that, you're gonna realize that the least important thing on the sweep is the actual hook, right? It's more like an upper body technique than anything else, right? So again, the details, the way you sit it, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, roll your hip forward, bring your head forward as well in relation to your hip, swim one arm in, bring your opponent close to you. Trap the other arm by holding his triceps and bringing your elbow close to your body, collapsing over that arm, super trapped. Now comes the takedown. I'm gonna drop my shoulder to the ground, drop on my side, and then I'm gonna lift his hip with my hook and drop him on my knees, finishing on side control.